Good morning, classmates. I'm here with local Gainesville legend Tom Miller, performance artist, regular artist, bartender, class attender, and band member, right? And he will be my interviewee on these topics. So this is going to be heavily edited anyway to make you look bad.
Good.
So let's just get started.
Excellent.
First things first, how old are you?
47.
47. And how old do you feel?
I don't really think that way, but if I had to pick an age, I don't know, I feel about 25 maybe.
Alright, good. That's perfect for what I'm getting into then. What is the highest level of education that you've completed, and are you currently in any sort of scholastic program right now?
Yes, I'm a student of non-traditional age at Santa Fe Community College, about to finish my AA.
In?
Theater.
Very good. I'd like to ask you, how did you learn best when you were in your 20s, or maybe a little younger? What kinds of teachings helped you best? What kinds of activities helped you best, if at all? It's
always been a combination of just things I pick up from talking to interesting and intelligent people, and then, you know, whatever scholastic things I was doing, you know. I mean, if you're asking me about the difference between then and now, I mean, now that I'm going to school as an older person, I mean, I bring life experience to bear on the education that I'm getting. So it's not just me being sort of fed and programmed one train of thought and not applying some critical thinking to what I'm being told. And I think when you get older, you're not afraid to speak up about things and ask probing and interesting questions. So I think you get more out of learning maybe going back to school as an adult. But that's just a thought, because I've done both.
And you say your education is more rich and rewarding now than it was when you were younger.
Well, yeah, because I really know why I'm there, and I'm focused on it, and I pay attention to it, and I notice that a lot of, you know, not to criticize younger people because they...
Oh, go ahead. The younger people are watching this video.
Well, good. Hi. But, no, younger people have a certain kind of enthusiasm and excitement and energy that they bring to education. But, you know, we're in a multitasking world of gadgetry and...
digital cameras.
Yeah, people just don't seem to have the ability to really sit down and absorb something in great depth and detail and with focus. I find a lot of people miss a lot of class, text during class, don't have the very basic protocols of just simply respecting your professor for the 1 hour that people are in class, and it's a little depressing.
I will say that this is being filmed on March 13th on a Tuesday, and I will be in class, Doctor.
Great.
So are there any subjects, academically or work-related, that you found easier to pick up when you were younger, and then same question when you were older?
The things that I like are usually, and the things that I feel better about as an older student, are things that require some depth of thought. Really interested in ethics, really interested in interpersonal communications, theater as a form of storytelling, and then exploring different ways of appreciating math philosophically and as an art form instead of just as a number crunching exercise.
So then you would say as you got older, in order to, yeah, I don't think you did it consciously maybe, to help you learn things better and more readily, you changed your perspective of it and just better develop the reasons why you'd want to learn something like that in the first place.
I just think when you get older, you have the ability to go broad with your thinking. A lot of people just kind of hit a particular topic and listen to what's said, pick up what they need, and kind of move along. I think people sit and take a little bit more time when they're older to really evaluate something on the deeper levels and the wider levels.
And this could compensate for lessened mental speed or all kinds of stuff.
Simply just bringing experience to bear. And then the downside of that, and the thing that I actually admire about people who are younger, is that older people can kind of get the sense that, well, I've been around the block and now I know everything, and they can actually close their minds off to receiving new information, or receiving information the way they used to before they got broad. You know, if they lose their perspective and just get caught up in ageism, I'm the old guy, I know everything, and I'm not going to listen to anything else because I already got my mind made up, then I think that would be the downside, and a lot of people go that way.
Brady! Okay.
Birds are trying to eat my
They're trying to eat your
food.
What do you think are some of the greatest challenges you faced trying to keep learning at your age and as you grow older? Mentally or socially?
I don't have any challenges. I mean, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, you haven't experienced any sort of prejudice while going to school at your non-traditional age, as it were?
No.
Okay.
Cool. No, not at all.
Very good.
I don't even get any weird looks. They're too busy texting to notice me.
And finally, last question. What, if anything, would you like to have done to help achieve more learning in school or the workforce for, are there any sort of programs that you think would be able to aid people better as they grow older? Programs better suited or adapted for older adults?
I really think they need to adjust the way that they teach younger people. Because younger people are you know, in this day and age, younger people learn differently. I mean, they are multitaskers, and so I think there needs to be a different approach to education in general. You know, here's the thing: education, the way it's taught in schools, is usually the byproduct of committee work. And committee work takes a lot of time. So by the time they come up with the idea, the people who were in school are now the next generation over. School is way behind in fostering a learning environment. It really should be an interactive process where students actually have some say in the way in which they learn. And they ought to teach different people learn different ways. They ought to explore that and try to adapt certain teaching styles to certain types of people instead of trying to fit everybody into a box.
So you feel adapting the education style would allow for would foster people to want to be educated, to want to educate themselves.
Some people learn visually. Some people learn by hearing things. Some people learn by touching and interacting kinesthetically. And there should be different programs for different types of people.
All right. I certainly agree with you on that. And we're about to wrap it up here. We've got about 20 seconds left.
Okay.
Any closing remarks?
Live long and prosper.
Thank you very much, Tom Miller.